relevant, reliable, and researched. This is Experts on Call, the show focused on delivering leading-edge news and information on today's most beneficial products and services. This is Experts on Call on AM 650.
And welcome back to Recovery Radio here on AM 650. A couple of people from the Orchard on the Orchard Recovery Center on Bowen Island are with us. The executive director is Lorinda Strang. The director of communications is Anne-Marie McCullough. And also joining us in studio is Vancouver Park Commissioner Constance Barnes, who is herself an alumnus, a graduate of the Orchard Recovery Center. To you, Constance, yes, and Anne-Marie, you both said something in the last segment, or at least previously, that I wanted to come back to. I was looking for that aha light bulb moment, and usually that comes from someone who's close to you. And so I said, well, somebody must have looked you straight in the eye one day and said, "Lady, you got a problem." And you said, "No, actually, I went to my friends and I said, I think I have a problem." Yeah. And your friend said, "Nah, you don't." Right. And Anne-Marie, you said the same thing. You know, you began to recognize, oh, brother, this thing's really off the rails. And sort of started to, in this case, to your ex about it. "No, you don't have a problem. You're not an alcoholic. What are you talking about?" So when you get to the point, personally, when you're addicted and you know it and you recognize there's a need to address it, and so you start to seek counsel from the closest people to you, your family, your loved ones, and they go, "Nah, you don't have a problem. Relax. It's okay." Lorinda, what do those people do then?
Well, usually there's somebody that is mentioning to you that you might have a problem, but, it's not obviously helpful when people are telling you that you don't have a problem.
Well, because it assists your denial, if anything. Oh, they must be right.
Yeah, your denial, your self-preservation is very strong.
Sure.
The last thing you want to do is stop using something that you believe to be helping you. It's not helping you anymore, but you think that it is. And so,
it might be helping your friend. I mean, I know for me, there were times that, well, if I quit, that means they're going to have to, or they can't drink around me, or all of a sudden, I mean, because you have drinking buddies. Yeah. And I'll be honest in the sense that there are certain people that don't connect with me anymore. Right. There's certain people that I don't see anymore because that's what we did. Right. That's really all that we did.
Same with you, Anne-Marie?
Absolutely. My friends, I think I described this the last time. I compartmentalized my life very well. I had certain friends that I would see on Tuesdays and other friends I would see on the weekends, and so as long as nobody ever saw the full picture, it was easy for me to get away with, I thought I was getting away with the amount that I was drinking. But when I went to my ex-husband and to the other, probably 2 or 3 friends I asked, I said, do you think I have a drinking problem? It's been suggested to me that I might be an alcoholic, and they just said,
well, you're
absolutely
crazy.
not.
Crazy?
You're crazy.
Yeah, same.
But I knew, and I think that's the bottom line. We talked a bit about this as well. I think when I came to the Orchard, I was one of only maybe 1 or 2 of us out of the 25 clients that had actually made the decision on their own, of their own volition, to come there. Same here. Everyone else had been, sort of coerced or in certain cases forced to come.
Or back 2, 3, 4 times.
Right.
I know myself, I know of 1, 2 other people that have actually made it and are still clean and sober from when I was in years ago.
Okay. Yeah. So the family not being helpful, "No, you really don't have a problem, come on." Lorinda, sounds like the majority, if indeed most people who come to the Orchard are convinced to go by their families.
The majority of the people have family members around them. The family members are seeing that there's a problem. They've got their little checklist. Yeah. They're going to notice that they have a problem because they just did this, they just did this, they just did this. They must be able to see that they have a problem. And so a lot of the times the family members are ones that call in. Personally, for myself, I had family members that were in recovery. My grandmother was in recovery and my sister was in recovery. And my sister was the one telling me, I have a problem. Whereas I could have gone around to a lot of my friends and they would have,
They would have helped you carry on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Yeah. Now, I need to take a second, Constance, if you don't mind,
sure,
and congratulate Anne-Marie and Lorinda and everyone at the Orchard. You people, you too, are off to Washington, D.C. in a few days to receive an award, and you're going to come back to Vancouver just in time to help with Recovery Day, and that's the point of the award in the first place. So, Anne-Marie, what's this trip to Washington all about?
Well, last year, about the end of July, Lorinda and I were sent a video of a movie trailer that was being made called The Anonymous People. And that movie depicted, or the trailer depicted, scenes of these rallies that were happening all over the United States. And they were happening during the month of September in recognition of Recovery Month, which has been recognized in the United States for many years. And Lorinda and I were very inspired by what we saw in this trailer, and we thought we really need to bring this to Canada, and we really need to bring it to Vancouver, where of course we have a huge, addiction problem downtown East Side, and it's prevalent everywhere, but in Vancouver especially, it's just so noticeable.
Right.
So we decided, with very little time to spare, that we would try to put together a rally. We got together with our friends at the Drug Prevention Network of Canada, and we set about putting this event on, and it happened on September 30th, and we got a proclamation from the mayor who declared September 30th Recovery Day in the city of Vancouver. And we were very fortunate. We had a beautiful sunny day. Over 1,000 people came out. They were singing and dancing and celebrating.
And this is downtown at the Art Gallery.
This is downtown at the Art Gallery.
Okay.
And very Constance powerful. Was there, and Constance read the proclamation with one of our
And my daughter was there.
And your daughter was there.
A big smile on her face. It was
that
unbelievable.
Was,
So,
Jeff Meigs, I believe, was there as well. So,
that's right.
I would say, too, it's really quite powerful to see people that maybe, you think of that anonymous piece coming out saying, this is all about recovery.
Sure.
That pride of having 1,000 people out there kind of rallying, telling their stories, saying, here's where we are now, is very, very powerful.
And so that's what the whole Anonymous People movie is about, right? It's about not breaking your anonymity. If you belong to a 12-step fellowship, we are not saying that you need to break your anonymity with that.
Right.
But we're saying if you're in recovery, you can get up, you can stand up, be proud, and say, I'm in recovery, and for me that looks like, I haven't used X and Y drugs, alcohol for X number of years or months or whatever, and this is how my life looks today. And so the award is being presented to us on behalf of the Recovery Day event. Lorinda and I were a big part of that. We had lots of help, but we are going down to accept that award on behalf of Recovery Day.
And who's presenting the award? Well, from
whom?
So
SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse Mental Health Service Administration in the United States, is presenting us with this award for recognizing that we exceeded expectations. It was our first event, and we had over 1,000 people come out. And apparently, first events usually have, maybe 50 people turn out. So we're being recognized for that, and we're being recognized for Recovery Day.
Yeah.
And for having this is the first one outside of the United States. So
so
we were the first rally. Vancouver was the first rally outside of the United States.
Interesting.
And then this year, how many
12 cities? Sorry, let me rephrase. Last year, Victoria also had an event, so I want to give recognition to them, and Ottawa got a proclamation. This year, we've got proclamations and events happening in 10 cities, all the way across to Ottawa, and there will be many, many cities that are having proclamations. I don't even have the final number on that, but many cities are recognizing it.
So you've really started a movement in Canada to coincide with what's already going on in the United States. So it's a quite a worthy award and recognition, too, right?
It's showing the other side. The media focuses mostly on addiction.
Yeah.
And this is showing basically the untold story that of the millions of people across the country that are in long-term recovery.
Right.
All right. And Constance, your buddy, Gregor Robertson, has declared September 8th, 2013 as Recovery Day. And I assume that's going to be the rally at the Art Gallery Day again in Vancouver this year. Keep that in mind, friends. September the 8th, Recovery Day 2. In Vancouver. And Lorinda and Anne-Marie, congratulations on your award. Thank you both for being in. Constance, lovely to meet you. Thank you for this courageous appearance.
And thank you to AM650 for making sure that this message gets out. It's courageous on your part as well to have the media do a positive story. As heavy as it can be, it's great to have somebody getting that voice out there and letting people know there's help, there's hope. Pick up the phone, reach out. We're here to do what we can to support you.
OrchardRecovery.com is a great place to start on the internet. I'm Sterling Fox. See you next time.